Okay. Chat, let me know if you can hear me fine. Ralph got Kaya. Good, now it's working. Okay. Sorry to have to cut you off. Go ahead.
Oh, you're all good. You're all good. But people were saying that you're part of the big podcast or something, and I was just gonna say, if you do cover this on the podcast, all I ask is that you at some point during your thing, just sporadically, just say Adrienne Blair won, because it will really piss Ralph off.
Who is that?
Adrienne Blair is Adrienne Blair is a former ex of Ralph's who he got kicked off of Patreon for doxing, and she filed a restraining order against him. So now anytime people want to fuck with Ralph on his show, they'll just on air, like in his callers, say Adrienne Blair won, because he can't have her name show up on his podcasts. So yeah, that's the only thing that I ask, is that you just kind of throw in like that, because I think Ralph will cover it, but I don't know if he'll know that you'll throw that in there, and that'll be really funny.
I can throw it in towards the end, so he starts playing the show, and then he gets nice and cozy, drunk and high on his pills, and doesn't notice.
Yeah.
Okay, let's.
That's all I ask, because it would be really funny.
Promise.
Yes, let's go.
Apply it to anybody.
Do you believe it should? Should they all live thug life?
No, because I don't have a black and white view like you, because you're a fucking retarded.
Oh, I see. Yeah,
I have
no black and white view. This guy declares everybody who so much as giggles at him his enemy. That is pretty black and white. What a fucking idiot.
With me, deserve what they get. That's what I have. That's my standard.
Yeah, double standards. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, no, it's just the truth.
The truth is they're double standards, Rage Pig. Jesus, keep up.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's just the truth. I don't lie about it. I mean, that's the standard you have too, but you just don't want to say it.
You've said, told people, oh, Jim doxes. Who did I dox? Can't name anybody. You said, oh, Jim attacked my family. Well, you point me to it. You can't point me to it. Oh, Jim does this. You can't point me to it. It's all these examples of fictitious shit in your drug-addled mind.
Are you let me talk? Or we can end it early, but I do focus on the doxing thing.
Go ahead.
Because it's like, as well as I do, that the whole doxing, oh my God, so-and-so's a dox, like, it's retarded, right? That's like completely.
I've publicly stated, I publicly stated that there's a difference between when you dox somebody and you do life ruination. What you're doing is life ruination.
Okay, well, what's he doing then? What is the thing?
Wait, what is Gator doing when he shows DMs and talks about what a shit boss you were that underpaid him? Probably shitting on you, Ralph. That's what he's doing.
Well, I didn't underpay him for one thing.
You paid him 150 to 200 when you're making 5 to 10 grand a month. You're
a stream fine for you guys.
You're a cunt for doing that.
Chat.
That's why Gator's not there, and Zidane's not there, and Flamenco's not there, and all your co-hosts leave. It's very elfish of you, Ralph, how you pay your co-stars.
So it's like, okay. All right. It's like, this is a guy.
He has nothing. He's so far gone right now.
And coached up to me for years and years, and said he would never leak things and never go against me and never do this and never fuck with my family. And then it's all on the front page. So you know what? You can say everything you want, but you have no fucking clue what it's actually like. And so you can sit here and you can claim.
So Ralph, how bad would things have to be if your best friend, like you said, of 8 years has turned on you?
Piece of shit. And I'll tell you.
No, but if he did it, why would he do it? If you're such close friends, how bad must you be acting?
He did it. You know why I think he did it? And I'll tell you this truthfully. I think he did it because he thought I was going to go after him. That's why.
Jeez, I wonder why he thought that.
I wasn't going to. That's the thing. Like,
the words of an angel, right?
I literally wasn't. Like, I have nothing on him. Like, I don't have. That's the thing. Like, he's taking all these screenshots and doing all this shit. Like, I have no Gator folder. I have no. Like, I definitely could have one if I wanted to, but I don't have any, like, dirt on him or anything like that, because, like, this. I mean, to be quite, you can say what you want, but, like, this is one of my best friends, to be honest, if not my best friend. And so, like, I didn't sit there.
I'd use past tense. I don't think he likes you.
Definitely was. He's a piece of shit. Now I wouldn't piss on him if he's on fire. But the thing is, like, at the time, like, I didn't set up a fucking dossier. Like, I didn't sit here and think, oh my God, what can I show on Gator? Like, he literally fucking was threatening to kill himself 3 months ago because of a bad test at his nursing school or whatever. Like, I didn't sit here and say, oh, let me screen cap that, Jim.
Let me casually mention it, though. But also, his only regret seems to be that he didn't compile docs on Gator. That's it. Yep. No other regrets. No, yeah, it sucks. I lost my best friend or whatever the fuck. Nothing. It just, yeah, blows. I don't have anything on him.
Life even more. Yeah, exactly.
Jim don't think it's fun.
Yeah.
I don't fully buy this. I think he bought a new phone recently, and these texts that he has with Gator are from like 3 years ago. So I don't think he has the same phone that he got those texts from. So I think he's lying about this. I think he like saved the address specifically that Gator gave him. I could be wrong though, and maybe it might be transferred over because he linked his phone account or whatever. But you know,
you are gonna have something. Ralph is gonna have tons on that guy if they were friends for a fucking decade, and vice versa. Again, this is why you don't talk shit about people you have a falling out with. It's like a gentleman's agreement. Like, I know a lot about you, motherfucker, and so do you about me. Like, let's just keep our mouths shut. Mutually assured destruction. It's not a good idea. And Ralph just wants to have this fight for no reason with everyone.
And this is why when Ralph was having his little meltdown pill stream or something, and I was trying to help him get things set up, and he couldn't like manage Discord, and I had to give him a phone number so he could call me. I used a Google Voice number that doesn't link to any of my shit.
That's a good point. You can't give this motherfucker anything. And again, like, apparently he's trying to get a new co-host now. I'm blanking on the name. I heard a name.
Yeah, I think he's gonna have Southern Dingo.
Yeah, that guy
who was on his thing. Yeah,
and I'm like wondering, I don't know who the fuck that guy is, but how do you listen to this crap and still think that's a viable option for you long term? Like, all the shit that this guy's talking about everybody else right now, that's gonna be you in a year maximum, right? Like, how are you gonna share your intimate shit with this guy or have a message history unless you're doing something like Snapchat or Telegram where the messages auto-delete in like 10 minutes. Other than that, I wouldn't trust this fucking guy. I wouldn't trust him with anything. I wouldn't even give him a fucking P.O. box address. This guy has no fucking class.
23 months from now. I didn't sit here and say that. You understand? And all that shit fucking happened, and all the shit in real life fucking happened. And so for him to sit here and go that route, it is what it is. I completely understand.
And so now, instead of getting equal measure of friends and making fun of him, you're going to try to ruin his life by painting him as a white nationalist.
You think it's cool for people to come to my house?
Did Gator go to your house? Why are you pitting it on Gator? No, you don't get to do that. Did Gator do it?
Shit, okay, you know what? Actually, you're more to blame than Gator because you basically stream. If you want to know
the fuck are you talking about?
Oh, he opens up a beer.
Like, okay, let me.
I didn't catch that before.
Yeah.
So the stream where they went to my house is the same stream where the like gym amalgamation or whatever happened.
Yeah, the robot thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So at the end of the stream, you're like, oh, it's so funny. Well, you know how people take that.
That I like the fucking gym video.
No, it's like you co-sign basically what they're doing to me. And that's how anybody would take that. It's like Jim co-signed this.
Ralph, you are fucking paranoid, man.
Okay, you don't think that at all. Like, what? Would you think that's crazy? Do you think that's literally?
Thank you, hydraulic.
I think you're fucking crazy. Yes, I think you're out of your fucking
lore. Crazy. Okay, you know what? I might be crazy, but I don't really think that's crazy. And I'll ask the chat.
Ralph, I'm sitting here calling you a rage pig.
I'll ask a chat too. Is Ralph fucking crazy?
If that was the case.
I just don't think you make any sense, right? And so you co-signed the very end of a stream where they.
I co-signed the video related to me, Maminko, and Gator shaking pills because that is something I find funny.
So you don't think that somebody who was watching the stream would say, "Hey, Jim supports people going to Ralph's house"?
They could say whatever they want.
Okay, well, you don't care. Well, then I don't care about you, right? Like, so, like, why are you offended?
No, why are you acting like I need to be on like the defense for you? I'm not. I'm like, am I on your team?
Well,
Are we a football team?
You're acting like I'm out of bounds talking about your fucking.
Because you're writing fan fiction in your head. It's fucking weird.
Okay, well, you started it. Is what I'm saying.
You literally wrote it as that. You're right.
He legit does not get the very simple points that Medicare is trying to make. The one point is you are talking about people's wives. That's it. We aren't. He doesn't fucking get this. Like, we're not doxing your fucking girlfriend or going to your hometown to ruin your life.
Yeah, we're not posting flyers calling you like a white nationalist or anything like that. Yeah.
Yeah, and the keying his car and shit, that blows, but it's not the same thing as going for somebody's girlfriend and doing all that crap to them.
Well, and the other thing is like, he thinks like, oh, this is if he thinks that like, oh, it's so sad that like people come to my house and like throw diapers onto my lawn. Like, if he actually like I've decided two things. One, if he actually does go to Gator's hometown, I'm going to stream snipe him, and I'm going to with a loud megaphone just start yelling Adrian Blair 1 when he does his like little IRL live stream, and then film him waddling away in a corn suit. That's plan one. That's plan one of what I'm gonna do. The other thing is that like the second that he does that to Gator, like people might not be like the biggest fans of Gator, but the second that he does that, then flyers all around town are gonna show up in like the supermarket and at like local, wherever he might go, of him and his fiance. They're gonna call her a pedophile. They're gonna call him a sex offender and all that. Like, he thinks like, people aren't going to like see this as like a green light that, okay, this is the new line. We're gonna treat it like that now. He's yeah.
Yeah, you need allies, man. You can't have this no holds barred bullshit with everyone. You can't do a 1 versus 4 fight, which he's already demonstrated in Portugal. It's like, whose backup is he counting on here right now? Because everybody he seems to have counted on is just like, we're not friends. What the fuck are you talking about? And I feel like, again, it's gonna be the same thing with fucking Dick and Nick. Like, Dick Masterson isn't gonna go around helping him to put up flyers or take them down, for that matter. He's all on his own, and he's not gonna win this fucking race to the bottom. Not against that many people, at least.
Do what.
Yeah.
He just doesn't really appreciate that, like, he's lost like almost all the goodwill he's ever had, I think. And it is what it is, addiction's like a fucking weird thing, it's sad, kind of, anyway. Like, I feel it's sad, but I don't necessarily feel bad for him, if that makes sense.
I mean, it could go both ways, but first he has to admit he has a problem, They say that that's the first step, and he doesn't. To him, like, everybody else has a problem. It's never him. It's never that he just constantly gets drunk on his fucking stream and doxes himself and other people, even accidentally. Which, again, I used to get fucking hammered on my streams too, but not to the point where I'd like blurt out people's phone numbers and shit. I don't know how the fuck that even happens. Not to the point
that you drunkenly fumble through OBS and you can't manage to do it. Not to the point where you leave the stream open for 9 hours and then like wake up and yell at your mother because she tells you that she needs to go to dialysis. Yeah, it's amazing. There's levels to these things, and Ralph is like on a next level shit.
Out of spite, sending people revenge porn where my micro penis is visible. No.
to the 19-year-old meth addict girl, ex-boyfriend of your baby mama. Yeah. It's a really good. It's a really good idea, Ralph.
You took it there, is what I'm saying.
What did I do?
You co-signed motherfuckers coming to my house.
This is what I'm talking about. You are paranoid.
You're telling me you did that. Just admit it.
You are paranoid.
Okay, so you co-signed that segment of that show. Okay.
Why do you think I screen capped it?
Why couldn't you just say us? Because it would lose you cool points. Sorry.
No. What you want to say is, why couldn't you defend me, Daddy Jim?
Now, why can you say, "Oh, it's not cool to go somewhere"? You know,
yeah. Everybody likes to say "Daddy Jim" in a shit tone, right? But when the rubber hits the road, suddenly it's "Protect me, Daddy Jim."
Like, I literally can look up the clips. He was shitting all over you, dude. Shitting all down your throat, like just literally desecrating you.
Ralph, that's
mind-boggling.
Holy shit, Ralph, that's fine,
dude.
You don't think that I would think that Andy would hate me after the AIM stream? I'm sure he fucking sees about that.
Do you know about that one, by the way?
For it. I bet you there's
no.
If you,
I don't.
So Andy Worski and another streamer, Failure, were doing an IRL live stream in Florida. I forget where in Florida specifically. It was like late at night though. This brand of IRL live streams is a little bit different from the Twitch brand of IRL live streams.
Is it the IP2 shit?
It's very IP2 shit. They carry around like a Bluetooth speaker and people play racial slurs on that.
The fucking public nuisances.
Yeah. So they get accosted by these two like really bulky guys, and like, you know, they're approaching him, and Andy Worski tells one of the people that he's IRL live streaming to pull a gun on them, and then just telling him to aim, stay back. It is a miracle that nobody got jail time for that shit.
I hate that shit, man.
Yeah.
I can't support those. I fucking hate those IP2 IRL stream bullshits. If they went to jail, good.
God, yeah. It's just ugh.
There, screen
never IRL live stream. Never.
I bet there's stuff of crowd out there and Sargon and everybody else.
I don't think, like, I really, and I hope, of course, there'll be, you know, negative and minus, whatever, pro and positive people, pro and negative people who watch it, but I really don't think that I sound that crazy from my own.
I'm telling you, if you ever have taken my word for anything at all ever, Ralph, you sound fucking insane. I don't know if it's a head trauma, legitimately.
Top 3 reasons
Ralph, okay, I'll set up the timeline. I'll explain why I think you're fucking nuts. Okay, your quality of content has diminished, and I'm not talking about your ability to do a show, but you've been seemingly hitting pills or alcohol. I don't know what, but you're fucked up all the time. Wait,
for years at a time.
Let me go.
Debates that you can't even.
Oh, Jesus.
Go ahead. I'm just saying.
You want to know why I think what I think? I'm telling you, because you're fucked up all.
But go ahead.
You're fucked up all the time. You get into a fight with Andy Worski to teach him a lesson right after you sell the internet. Your wife is scared. You hop on a plane to fucking Portugal. You get beat up, have your purse stolen. People make jokes about that. Suddenly you go into full fucking rage pig mode. You're going to fucking teach people a lesson. And I'm not talking doxing. I'm talking life ruination. You're going to tell him he's a white supremacist. You want Gator to suffer. You don't want him to work or go to school or anything like that.
I don't.
Way above him laughing at you on the internet. That's a fucking ridiculous escalation.
Okay. I will say this. He went after my family first. And so
how did he specifically?
Well, look, when he made the donation that he made, it became a different type of situation.
The $1 donation.
$1, so I'm gonna ruin your life.
You fuck with them.
I will say this. It was funny, and it was like,
again with it was funny. I was totally laughing.
To be quite honest with you, but it was like once he did that, it was like okay, and I did do my Killstream severance package. That's true. And I maybe should not have done that. But that being said,
that's not the first time, Ralph, by the way.
Wait, let me say this.
Yeah,
hold on. Don't cut me off. He had went on air and talked a lot of shit about me the night before. So it was like, okay, I shouldn't have done that, probably. That's true. But once he brought that certain situation in, I don't really feel an inclination to back down off of it, I guess. I guess you could say.
God, spit it out. He's so fucked up.
Yeah,
he cannot form a sentence.
It's a sad situation, but it is what it is. I guess you could say on that.
But okay, you're gonna seriously tell me you don't think this now sounds insane that you're going to do all this because of a $1 donation?
Well, I'm not doing anything. Like
you're going to go fuck with his life. You've told everybody. You're proud of it.
I was gonna go to Greenville. Oh yeah. You're really scared of that, right? Like,
he forgot
about doing this to Gator for $1. That's what you're saying. The root of it is the $1 donation. You're going to go try to get him blacklisted.
Why I don't like. So I went on air. I mean, if you want to have a conversation about it, we can. I went on air and basically, everybody's shitting on me, you included. And I went on air and I was like, "Oh, it's good to get rid of the dead weight or whatever."
He's got such a fucking persecution complex.
He does, and the other funny thing is he doesn't remember anything he says. And I saw a tweet of his. I don't know if it was a tweet or on the Fediverse, but he does say that he never re-listens to his own episodes or broadcasts.
Yep.
So I genuinely don't like, because when you're that drunk perpetually every single day, you are gonna have blackouts. Your memory suffers, and I genuinely don't think he remembers most of the shit that comes out of his mouth.
Well,
because even he's like,
he specifically said that line after the stream, so he's like, I'm not going to be talking about this past stream on the next stream. I'm not. It goes into the pay no mind bin,
Not just pay no mind bin. I don't think he can pay mind. This is When Medicare brought up the traveling to Gator's town shit, he really sounded like somebody just reminded him of something, a promise he made like 5 years ago. Like, oh yeah, you're right. I did say that. Yeah, like minutes ago.
Trashes, man. I mean, what are you supposed to do with something like that? Like, I don't know.
You do a stream and you shit back on him. That's the internet.
Okay, well, right. Well, okay. Well, it's like, I don't know.
Okay, yeah, right. Like, it's like, I don't know.
Personal shit into it, and I'm just the type of guy who's not gonna like let that go. And again, I didn't dox. It was Zoom that put.
Yeah, that's fine. But what I'm saying is, it's beyond doxing, right? You want to ruin his life.
Well, he wants to ruin my life, Jim.
How the fuck is he ruining your life?
He did the last week. What do you think? All these 8-hour streams and you sending out 20 tweets. A fucking, every.
Because this is a trash fire. You've turned it into a trash fire.
You're telling me you didn't, like, you're trying to ruin me. Like, that's literally what's going on.
You are ruining.
You're trying to ruin me.
Ruining yourself. I'm watching this take place in real time. You are devolving down a path of a spiral, the likes of which I haven't seen in a long time, and I don't know why. I don't know if you really got hurt in Portugal and there's some kind of like legitimate brain hurt, or if it's like pills or liquor. I don't know what the fuck it is, but you are spiraling, dude.
Well,
this is now, by the way, I will also say Medicare was way more energized and, upbeat, bantering at the beginning. This is getting real. Medicare is actually...
Jim likes to play it like super, super, like, kind of, callous or nonchalant or anything like that. He sounded genuinely concerned for Ralph, especially at this point, because Ralph, like, you start to hear around this point, Ralph, like, is genuinely starting to sound like he's like hurt, and it's like, oh, so he's through all of his bravado and bullshit, he's actually like kind of in pain or whatever. And again, if he wasn't like such an asshole to everyone involved, people would actually probably feel bad for him, but it's really hard.
No, you could easily salvage this. And by the way, it's starting to sound like an intervention, the rest of this. And everybody loves a sinner redeemed. Everybody loves a good comeback story, a nice redemption arc. You could easily salvage this if he just stopped.
Spoiler alert, though.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen.
This is no. Spoiler alert. This happened 2 years ago. This exact same thing back when Ralph had a lot more friends and a lot more goodwill. This happened 2 years ago. Where me and a YouTuber by the name of Dame Pesos were in Medicare's shoes at this point.
I've heard that, and I had some people. You know why I feel like that is a narrative. Basically, is kind of from what you guys said. I will say that I don't really feel. Like, it seems like you've been going out of your way to shit on me for quite a while. I guess
when I go out of my way to shit on you, it'll look like Jack Murphy.
I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I could be right on that. And I will say this: with Gator, we talked, and doing this day to day for a living. I think maybe people don't understand that it's kind of a cutthroat thing. And so I talked to him before about.
Then why did he not expect this?
Worski never asked me. By the way, I know you talk about money and you talk about all this and that. I've never withheld anybody's money, but I'm also don't offer money either. Like, I mean, I'll be real with you. Like, if people like, you have to ask for what you're worth, right? I paid Gator per month for things that he did. I didn't pay Worski.
Yeah, but dude, you
let
seem
me
to
finish.
wait. No, I don't care about Worski. With in regards to Gator, there was an incident about.
I don't. Yeah.
Huh?
Well, I'll let you.
Just one interject, not about Worski.
Go ahead.
Like 2 or 3 years ago, you got into a fight with Gator, and the first thing you hammered him about was how poor he was and how he had to beg you for $300.
That's true, and I apologize for that publicly, Jim.
But it seems like you used him as your financial whipping boy.
Yeah.
But well, you know what actually happened during that episode? Look, I don't think I've ever hidden from this, and I'm not gonna hide from it now. I've had problems with substance abuse and all that. Like
shit.
Well, okay, right? Well, okay. Well, you know what? You got a DUI. You got shit in your past.
Yeah, when I was 21.
That was Ralph's way, I think, of extending an olive branch. Like, hey, man, take it easy on me. I'm fucking retarded and an addict. And just that little no shit immediately sets him off. He immediately has to backwalk the extended hand as a go like, well, you drove drunk.
Okay, well, you know what? Don't act like you're holier than thou.
I'm not. I'm just setting the record straight. That was, 20 years ago.
Well, you just had to set the record straight. Why can't you? Anyway, whatever.
Because you keep making shit up. We have to go through it.
I made your DUI up?
No, but you made about 5 things before it up, so I just want to make sure everybody's clear.
Oh, so you did get a DUI, to be clear. Okay.
Yes, when I was 21.
You did receive a DUI. Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah, I've had problems with that. I forgot the fucking main question that you were asking, but
that you brought up the financial Gator before, and you treat him like a financial whipping boy.
Gator got thousands of dollars from me. And, you can
over the course of years, dude. Come on, it's pretty elfish.
Okay, well.
Ralph really needs right now. As far as I can tell, he's back home, right? He needs a designated driver for his fucking streams. He needs to hand like the controller or the fucking webcam.
That was Gator back in the day.
Yeah, but the Gator ever cut him off? Like, okay, we need to, cut.
Oh, like a person who will like absolutely just cut off his internet connection.
Literally have fucking have Pantsu Party come in and pull the plug. Shut his computer down. Like, you are humiliating yourself, honey. I cannot. You're my husband or my fiance, whatever the fuck. I cannot allow this. Like, this is for the better. And I don't think he would allow that. I think he genuinely would fucking bounce her off the walls if she did that.
Yeah.
Or even accepts that this is necessary.
Like, I was worried, like, somebody sent me, like, a fucking, somebody sent me, like, DMs between her and Ralph about how she was, like, concerned about her drinking. And, like, for a little while, I was like, I don't know if I should send this. Like, I'm kind of worried that there might be, like, a domestic incident.
Oh, could you send
some shit?
Could you send me those? Because he does bring this up. Is this public? Okay, can you send me this when you get the chance?
Yeah, I'll send it to you real quick.
I'll play this.
Gator's main qualities, so...
What about his accusation that you had promised Zidane and him $33,000?
I heard that, and I never actually heard that from him before then, actually.
Did you promise it, ever?
No.
You never promised him any YouTube revenue?
I never did, and I heard that, and I was like...
Zidane will never come forward with a story saying that you did.
I don't think so, no.
They're never...
He's not sure, by the way. I don't think so. And again, my theory is he was so fucking drunk at that point, he just doesn't remember it. I believe him.
There are going to be logs that are going to pop up where that's mentioned.
I don't think so, no.
Okay.
I know there won't be any contracts that pop up where I says I did. for sure.
I don't believe so.
If there's any
how confident
actual agreements where it says I did, you could let me know, Jim. But I don't think you'll see those.
Oh, I'm sure more elves.
I also like that. I also like that clarification. No, I never agreed to pay them 33K.
In writing,
when I was making this, like I never said I was going to do that. You'll never find a written contract about how I did that. Like, yeah,
right?
Fuck off, Ralph. Like I understand not being able to pay the $33,000 because this is back when he was on YouTube. This is back when he was making like $5,000 a night or something. I can understand that because like Ralph getting kicked off of YouTube was like an absolute financial blow. And I can understand he had to like cut back and maybe scale things down. But he was still getting like 3,000 viewers a night when he was on stream.me. He was still making like, thousands of dollars on a really good night. Like to not give your co-hosts who put in like a lot of work and like have topics and set up guests and stuff like that. To not give them a fucking taste is like fucking just bullshit,
Or just scale it. Give them a percentage. Whether it's 3, 5, 10% doesn't fucking matter. Then it just depends on how much you're making. Either way, all I think that happened here is he was drunk. He was happy drunk, probably. That I love you, man. I love you. I've always loved you kind of drunk. He was probably in that zone. Yeah, I'd take a bullet for you. Man, I'm gonna, this isn't just my wealth, man. You're gonna get yours, what's coming to you. I promise, man. And of course, they didn't fucking sit down and get like a notary to fucking sign it with a seal.
You trust the person in that situation, yeah.
And now again, I genuinely believe him. Probably doesn't even remember this.
If you have some mystery contracts, you probably would have already shown them, but yeah,
I'm literally asking this because it's
very specific.
What I'm saying is like, so Worski clearly was upset about money. Do you know Worski was left for dead and completely broken, and you pissed on him, and everybody else pissed on him?
So then, why are you surprised I laughed at the?
No, I'm not. You know what? I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. I'm just like chagrined, I guess would be the word. It's just like, why? Worski himself was like left for dead, and he had 20 viewers, and I said, Worski still has talent. He's still a host. He's a fucking good host, and he's funny, and he's got timing, and it's like, bring him back. And I brought him back. Me. That was my decision. You know what I'm saying? It was not Jim. It was nobody else. Yep. Everybody else pissed on this guy. Everybody else left him for dead. And I said, this guy's got talent. Let's do this. And I've done that with a lot of people. And I'm not a perfect person. I will agree with that. I hate that it feels like this with me and you because...
Thank you, e-girl respecter.
Wow.
Am I the e-girl?
And it is what it is, though, I guess. I feel like you kind of went all in on trying to sink me.
I have not gone all in, Ralph. It would look much different. It would look way fucking different. You know it. You fucking know it.
You know I still like you. Like, I can't help it. Like, it is what it is, and I know you're going to piss on me, but...
I'm a half after that Jake Gyllenhaal shit.
When will you die? I will piss on your grave.
We've known each other for many years.
I still like you.
It's kind of surreal. By the way, I think we're still on Monday Matt's channel.
Yeah, we are.
That is one of my favorite moments. He's so lost at this point. He doesn't know where the fuck he is. He doesn't know what's going on.
Matt was just like watching the super chats roll by, and she's like, I'm just gonna sit here and I'm gonna just let this happen. Fucking, Matt has done some bad shit in the past, but like, he absolutely fucking earned this win. That is the other thing I want to like take away from all this is like
the unanimous
earned this shit.
The unanimous response seems to be he did the perfect thing, which is just sit there and shut up and let the two of them go at it, which is brilliant.
Just listening for a moment where I might be needed, but in the meantime, you guys have been great. So keep it up.
I don't know, man. I don't know. It's kind of crazy. And by the way, I know I want to say this earlier. Of course, when I get attacked personally, I have a tendency to lean in on the heel type activities.
He's not swaying from side to side too, by the way.
Yeah. Well, I don't know that term, but I have a tendency to lean in I think the Gator kind of, invited that type of activity. That being said, I didn't actually reveal his name or anything like that.
You just did on stream. You played a whole video of Gator.
Yeah, but you knew it's like, okay, well, everybody knows who I am, Jim. Like, what the fuck? What I'm
like, yeah,
why would you make an
don't
obvious
get this.
lie that's just contradicted in a second? I never revealed this shit. You literally did.
What I'm saying is, I wasn't the one who doxed him.
You literally did on Odyssey. I watched it on Flamingo stream.
I mean, the video itself was what doxed him, not me.
His brain is Swiss cheese, and he keeps drinking. Fucking stop.
Yeah, sounds like you're quibbling now, Ralph.
Out of a fucking red cup too. So trashy. At least be a classy drunk.
Okay, well,
I'm just saying, if you're going to be honest about it, be honest about it.
Out of a redneck chalice.
You're right. Okay. So,
He's literally just cracking open like Coors Lights and pouring them into a red cup.
I had just a little bit earlier. Like, this whole doxing is like burning witch fire thing. You know.
Thank you, Fat Mammoth.
Right? Like that's fucking crazy.
Ralph, I draw the line at, and I've always said this publicly, life ruination. You start showing up and try to fuck with people's works and their family life and their job and their church.
Showed up to my house in the last 2 weeks, Jim.
Yeah, but Gator didn't, Ralph.
That's true.
Gator's not planning on doing it, is he, Ralph?
Well, I don't know what he's planning now.
Well, with your fan fiction bullshit, who knows what you think? You probably think he's hiding behind the sprinkler.
You said I was trying to fucking kill Gator a couple of days ago.
I literally have never said that, and you'll never find a clip of me saying it or a tweet of me saying it.
They weren't saying that on air, though?
You said I said that.
Okay, well, you weren't fucking promoting.
You sure attribute a lot of shit to me, Ralph. Go get mad at the people that are doing it.
That pause where he actually stops to think and it doesn't work.
I never did anything to you. It's like, why? I don't know.
You're asking me to hold people back? Is that what you want?
No, but it's like, you don't have to support it. Like, what the fuck?
You've made me pay attention to it because, as I've said, you've gone into a tailspin and it's become a dumpster fire. What are you doing?
Well, you're right about that. I'll say I should just not respond. But, when you're hearing just fucking...
I'm not even saying you can't respond. You can talk all the shit in the world. You can tell people Gator's a massive faggot. You hate me and I have cancer. I don't give a shit. But it's that life ruination line. You're playing with fire with that shit.
Dude, do you not understand? This is my life. Fucking super chats and restreams and all this shit. This is what I do for a living. And so all this shit, you're talking about life ruination. You've been trying to ruin my life for a week straight. You're not...
Ralph, I've been watching you ruin your own life for a week straight.
Okay.
You're going to deny it with how you've been behaving?
You know what? I will say this. I don't think that I've acted appropriately in every response in the last week. I think that that's true.
Duh.
But I also think it's been a lot of people taking liberties too. It's like, oh, he's down. Let's kick him.
Nobody wants to be the bottom of the gangbang. I get it. But, you're up at bat because you've done some dumb shit. You could have responded differently, but you're going all in on this psychotic, I'm going to fucking ruin people shit.
By the way, nobody had to know this. He didn't have to tell anybody that he got his fucking ass kicked in Portugal and tweet about it like a goddamn clown.
The thing is that, like, it would be really hard for him to hide it. He'd still have to have the the sunglasses or something. And it would also, he'd have to explain why he's, like, not showing up. I think like the beating is something that he eventually had to explain, but like he should have just taken his lumps like a fucking man. Honestly, he should have just, yeah, it happened. It sucks. Rip. What can you do? And then like not get it then out of shape when people who don't like you laugh about it, because they're gonna do that.
Yeah, he set himself up for the fucking joke. I don't know either, man. I feel like he could have reasonably maybe gotten away with it. There was a chance at the very least. Maybe a small chance, but he could have asked his girlfriend for some makeup help. Like, hey, can you make my eyes look less fucked up and I'll wear the fucking sunglasses?
You got COVID and you couldn't fly in or whatever.
Right.
It's like you got a positive COVID test and then like you get the surgery. It's like, okay, well, I turned out negative now or whatever. Like, lie if you have to, but...
I ran into a doorknob, the age-old excuse. Anything besides, like, I fought back against 4 Portuguese men. Yeah, no, you didn't.
And it's just gonna make
I fought back well after I should have stopped.
Well, beyond what's normal.
I know you're not that dumb. I know you see that what's gonna, you must know it's just gonna escalate. You're telling everybody it's okay. You're basically saying, I'm fine playing by these rules. You don't want to play by life ruination rules.
Dude, like you basically said that when they came to my house. Do you not understand? Like, you don't understand how
we've already been over this.
Yeah, I know you didn't co-sign it specifically, but what people think is what they think, right? Like, do you understand? Like, it's, I don't want to say optics, but like, it's like, oh, okay, it's so funny to fuck with Ralph. And you know what? Some of the shit is funny. It is what it is, but like, you know what? If people were showing up at your house, there's been fucking 3 people that shown up at my house in the last 10 days. That's not fucking cool, dude. And
Jesus, dude, why do you think that is? Look at what you've been doing for the last fucking 2 weeks.
I'm just saying, man, you wouldn't be so cavalier.
I'm not trying to be cavalier. I'm trying to point out to you that your exact actions on the internet are drawing attention and making people do that. Because now you've told them, this fucks with me, this messes with my head. If you do this, you're going to get a reaction. You've waved that flag to the internet, and you've also told them, game on, everything's on the table. That's the most idiotic thing you could ever do.
So
you could have got it. You could have got mad. You could have told people
to insult you, but like, what's my alternative? Change my name? Like, seriously? Like,
your alternative is to fucking act like it's the internet. Talk shit about Gator. He's releasing DMs. Talk shit about it. You can make all the fucking jokes you want.
Folder on him, dude. I didn't save a folder. This was my best fucking friend. I didn't fucking save like
my best fucking friend.
You could have laughed about it. You could have played the heel about it. You could have said, "Yeah, I paid him $100 a month because he's my gimp."
Man, what the fuck?
You could have called him a gimp.
Oh my god, he's actually about to cry.
You're not getting the one up. So
yeah,
you want to fuck with his real life.
Fucking DMs that my fucking the woman's about to give birth to my child in 2 months was worried about my drinking. He's leaking that. Like, are you fucking serious, dude? I don't have anything on him, and he's playing this type of game. And you really want me to feel sorry for him?
I'm not asking you to feel sorry for him, Ralph, but I will put this fucking to you. If he's leaking DMs where people are worried about your drinking, I mean, look at you tonight.
I'm fine tonight.
You sound drunk to me, man.
I'm drunk for sure.
Okay,
yeah, you're not fine.
DMs where people are worried about your drinking,
no.
And now you're back home after getting beat up in a foreign country, drunk, raging on the internet.
Dude, you haven't left your house in 6 years. How the fuck?
But I'm not drunk, screaming about it.
Fucking deflections here too. By the way, that is devastating. Like, forget about it leaking. Like, your girlfriend is worried about your drinking and she's pregnant. And your response to this is to get drunk on the internet and yell at people and make a clown of yourself. Come on.
Yep. Like, it's sad. It really is, you know? And
he doesn't fucking recognize it. I would have loved to be a fly on the wall as he was talking to his girlfriend about this. About those DMs.
Oh, man.
It's how the fuck do you rationalize this behavior to yourself or her? Because I assume she's watching this.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I would rather be drunk screaming than not having left my house in 6 years. You're pathetic. Like, what the fuck? Like,
it's like, Ralph, people can't tell you shit without you getting mad. You need to fucking lighten up.
I'm sure. Okay, when's the last time you left your house?
About 5 hours ago.
So it's not. You actually do go out. It's not.
No, Ralph, I'm chained up in the basement. I'm hiding from Fauci.
Well, you act like that. I don't know.
Ralph, I have
Got
cancer and autoimmune diseases. My immune system doesn't exist. I'm on 100 milligrams of prednisone to fight it. I have no immune system.
I know that well.
Yeah. You sneeze on me, I'm going to fucking get really sick. Yeah, that is true. That's a funny joke. I would use that joke. But I'm legitimately sick, Ralph. So yeah, I have to pick and choose my moments when I leave my house for, reasonable reasons. It's not just COVID, it's fucking everything.
Well, you made me smile when you said that my joke was reality. So, and you know what? And I don't want you to die, honestly.
I don't believe you. I think you hate me. I think you have a deep-seated animosity. Absolutely.
That's kind of fucked up that you actually think that. I don't actually.
It's fucked that you think that.
I feel like you're a prisoner to the mob, basically.
Ralph, if I was a prisoner of the mob, I'd have been shitting.
Okay, so here, pause this real quick.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, there's because Ralph has like a very dedicated like hater sphere. He's got like a lot of people who do
well deserved.
Yeah, exactly. And people for the longest time have accused anybody who is associated with Ethan Ralph but doesn't like outwardly shit talking him of cunt guarding him. And people have been accusing Medicare of being like the biggest gunt guard out there. They've like said it's like, oh, why don't we talk about Ralph? Anytime he tweets, why don't you talk about Ralph? Anything like that. Why don't you talk about Ralph? Jim seems to be a person who like really doesn't like when people try to use him as like a cudgel, as a, you know, their own personal army and like internet shit. So I think that's probably why he hasn't talked about Ralph. But that's probably why he doesn't show on Ralph's show, because Ralph is like, oh, you want to come on to my show or anything, Jim? And like this has gone on for like 2 years, and people have like, oh, I would love to get Jim on to talk about Ralph, to talk shit about Ralph, all this sort of stuff. And Jim's just kind of like, yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I'll go play fighting games with Link. I'll go talk about anime with Gator. I'll throw in a little Ralph joke, but yeah, I'll be fine. Yeah.
Yeah, it seems Ralph bought into it though. He genuinely seems to be confused. Like, wait, why aren't you guns guarding me? Wait, I thought you were though. Yeah, I thought it was real.
You know what? That's a fair rebuttal to that, actually. But it's like, I've never really done anything to fuck with you. Like, why would you? I don't know. It just seems like I gotta take a shot at this guy because they don't like this guy, and I'm from this.
Why would I use Pillstream audio on a stream with Flamenco, who was on, you know, the Pillstream?
Why didn't you just come on? I mean,
why didn't I come on your show, champ? Is that what you were gonna say?
Well, yeah. Honestly, you've been on my show 100 times before. Like, is that crazy? I don't think that's crazy.
Dude, you realize how this is coming off, right? I mean, it's
but it wasn't that. But it was, you know,
he is so hurt.
It's almost like he's doing this to like not, you know what I mean? Like he's fucking with me on purpose. That's not crazy. That's the normal.
I think you need to like not like a vacation.
You know what? Okay, tell me how I'm wrong. Tell me how I'm wrong then.
What I'm telling you is you need to like.
Thank you. That's amazing.
Ralph. By the way, wait, hold on, wait, and I'll let you speak. When you went on all these shows, you went on there and said Ralph's a fat gun and shook your fucking pill bottle.
Can you send me the audio where I said that?
Okay. Well, you shook your pill bottle for sure.
Okay, so you're attributing a whole bunch of shit to a pill bottle. I mean, that really got you fucked up. Why does that fuck you up so much?
What the fuck? That's years ago, dude. Like,
why does that bother you so much?
Because I don't fucking like thinking about that.
The pill bottle specifically fucks you up that much.
I got a lot of reasons why. I don't fucking shake. You know, I don't fuck with you about your worst fucking moment every fucking time you come on air. Like, what the fuck?
His worst moment.
You're telling me the Pillstream was the worst moment?
No, it's not. But what I'm saying, it might be the worst ones you motherfuckers know about. I don't.
They do now that you've told them.
Yeah. You understand? Like, what do you mean? You act like I'm crazy.
I do, because I would think your worst moment would be a tape you uploaded. Like, if you're talking about me being mean and shit, I'd be making jokes about that all the time and posting caps of that all the time if I wanted to be a cunt.
You know, I can't talk about.
I know. I'm not going to bring it up, but I'm just saying as an example, if I was going to be like a dick and pick what I thought your worst moment was, it would have been that.
And I can tell it to you if it was off air, but I can't tell
I get it. You can't talk about it. I won't bring it up anymore.
Well, at least he's remembering that he's still on air.
Dude, I'm not saying.
Yeah.
I've had some not proud.
That's
moments.
something.
Like, I'm not, like, I don't. I hope you don't think like I'm holding myself up as some exemplar. That's not the case.
I don't. That's fine. It's just. I'm telling you, honestly, you're tail spinning. I don't know why the fuck you are, but it's just going to get worse if you keep going down this road, man. It's just not a road you want to go down.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Yes, I do, Poleritude.
I feel,
welcome back.
I'll say when I wrote the article about you, actually.
Which one?
Well, what's wrong with writing articles too? I actually saw that, and they're like, Ralph's writing in his live journal.
It came off as teenage girl shit. It's really embarrassing.
You know, that's what I used to do for a living, blogger. Like, it's like, okay, well, I'm just reverting to my roots. Like, what are they talking about? Like,
this wasn't like you blogging about politics. It sounded like you got dumped.
But like, it was like, okay. I don't think you've said anything positive about me for any reason in like 18 months, and it's like
you never compliment me anymore.
Yeah, he's talking shit. I actually didn't watch the stream.
Am I not hot anymore?
The stream. I just.
Why won't you look me in the eye when we make love?
You know what? Fuck.
Why do you only want to do doggy style?
Now, maybe it's an overreaction, but it's just like I don't know. It just felt like you were taking liberties for no reason, really. And so that's kind of
again. I mean, I when something spectacular happens, I'm gonna laugh at it.
right.
But the aim thing, I laughed at it.
You know what? And I'm not gonna like. I'm not really trying to bring this up or like go into anything that you've been through personally too. But if I'd went through your personal life, if I went through your name changes, we talked about this already, and
bring it up, laugh about it.
Well, but like it's like. Oh, so it'd be cool. So you're saying it's fine then?
We've literally sat here for 10 minutes at the start going over what the fucking name is. Yes, go ahead.
You changed it in the first place then. Like, I mean...
I literally told you. We got married and decided to fucking change it. If I wanted it secret, I would have gone to another state where they let you do it. LLCs can be kept secret if you go to another state.
All right. I'm just
what, do you think they weren't going to find me? I posted pictures of my fucking house.
Well, I knew... Well, and actually, and I said this earlier, I talked to Gator and I was like, well, that's definitely... I was like, that's his house. What the fuck? Like, he basically just removed all doubt about where the fuck he lives. And then Gator said he thought you did that because you were gonna die soon.
Yeah, I'm not in the best of health. But what?
That's true. I'm just saying
that you can make jokes about that too. That's fine. But I mean, what should I? No, that's fine. That's fine. But like, what am I supposed to hide it? Am I supposed to? You talk about. You wrote an article. You wrote an article called "Fear," and then you're saying, "But I'm posting pictures of my house." Which is it?
Well, no. He said I actually messaged him when you showed. I didn't. I just saw that you showed the dungeon. I guess as I've dubbed it. And I was like,
he's so disjointed right now.
I was like, this guy's been. You know, you're not fully anon or whatever, but you've been a little assiduous about keeping your name a little bit under wraps, whatever. And I was like, why would he show this? Da 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 da. And then Gator's like, I think he's gonna die soon or whatever. That was his. By the way, I'm not making that up. I just want to.
Yeah, that's fine.
Drop that. But what do you? I mean, you know what? I can't help it. I'm the host still. About the whole, I've never believed this actually that you like faked your cancer or anything like that. I think you've been serious about that.
Yeah, I got.
How nice.
I got cancer.
Yeah.
And that would have been fine on its own.
He's so amicable drunk right now.
The guy that Jim was also feuding with, Mersh, is like, that guy's got fake cancer. Don't buy it for a second. He's lying to you with his fake cancer and shit to, like, I guess get super chats, but he didn't stream for 2 years. I don't know how that's supposed to make him money now. Honestly, like, I fully believe the cancer is probably real. You know what I mean? He's been like super upfront with, like, you know, his family shit too. And I don't know. I feel bad for him because it sounds like it's been really fucking rough on him. And you got like some fucking, you know, a guy like Ralph just like hollering at you because you made a little joke about him. It's just like, who has time for that shit, you know?
Yeah, and if the cancer was just a lie he made up to squeeze some money out of his audience, I assume he wouldn't have gone on hiatus. That doesn't really add up.
Yeah, for 2 years hiatus. Yeah, exactly.
You know, and you wouldn't draw attention to yourself with something such proportion. You would just go dark and not tell anybody anything. But the reason Ralph brings this up is just, again, he's trying to score points with Jim here. He's just like, well, you know, I never thought you were lying. Everybody else said you were lying. All of them. Yep. They all said that you were lying, Jim, but not me. I was always a good boy to you. Why have you betrayed me?
Daddy, please.
With chemo and radiation, but there's more shit going on. That's why I'm at internal medicine and Mayo Clinic.
Yeah.
So you're talking about like, oh, he's afraid to leave his house. I have to plan trips to go to Rochester, where I've got to duck and dive through the sickest people there are with no immune system to go spend 2 to 3 weeks getting fucking every test. Oh, we need a CTA, we need an MRA, we need a normal CT and an MRI. So, it's just nonstop shit of having to go down there, and you're around people from all over the world because Mayo brings in people from all over the fucking world doing all these tests, coughing their fucking heads off, bleeding from their fucking orifices. And you're like, shit, it's this fucking dance.
Yeah, and again, and I don't know. I've never been, and you talked about it pretty openly, and so I've never been one who said you were faking or anything like that.
Yeah, Ralph. What I'm telling you is, you could make jokes about it. You could go with the fake cancer thing. That's fine. Just like the name change shit.
But
have all the fun with it you want.
It's like, I understand, but it's like, and again, it feels like I'm sitting here saying this, and it's like, and again, as much shit as me and you talked about each other in the last week, even here, I'm sitting here and I'm like recounting it, like for the reset or whatever, and it's like, this is depressing. Like,
yeah,
I don't know, man.
No shit.
I don't know.
Yeah, shit. Yeah,
shit happens. You roll with it. It's life. It's unfair. You deal with it. That's all you can do. You roll with the punches.
He's ducking around looking for his liquor bottle.
You just
Yep.
Yeah. You just got to keep going on. Monday Matt is still here too. Somehow I don't even know.
This is the moment. He's so fucked up.
Yeah.
He barely remembers where he is, whose stream it is, what the fuck is going on. He's like wiping his forehead. Like, oh man, what is going on?
It's his stream.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
I'm
his stream
here to moderate, and you guys are talking, so there's no
Matt,
need for me.
I think we've reached our conclusion. I don't know what else we're going to talk about. Any questions from your audience?
The audience has definitely super chatted quite a bit, but I'd have to go through and take a look at some of the. There's some that I can't repeat.
You want to pick a few?
You know what I think would be more valuable is a discussion between us three, not the audience. I think Monday Matt.
Yeah, I don't want to see those super chats, Matt.
I mean, I have my thoughts.
I'm gonna throw myself out.
I'm not mentioning that fucking shit.
No.
That shit was old and dead and buried. But no, look, Ralph. Here's the thing, man. Is like, you are a fucking hypocrite. All right, like and you're a hypocrite, dude.
I'll mute myself so you two can go for it.
No, I'm not trying to get involved in this shit, but it's like you're out there complaining about people coming to your fucking house, dude. Like, I got doxxed 3 years ago with that shit. I've had people come to my house. I've had shit sent to my house.
Sure.
All right, like
people come to my house, dude.
Yeah, well, I'm not saying it's cool and I don't support it. All I'm saying is like, it's like fucking have some goddamn empathy for other people who you've helped put in those situations.
No, well, you don't understand. Like, well, maybe you do, maybe you don't. But
I understand a lot more than you fucking think, dude.
Well, let me speak and I'll let you speak for sure.
Pretty cool.
Actually, I do have a lot of empathy for people in our position, I guess you could say. So yeah, I don't think that's
well. Let me ask you this. And I want an honest answer. How many fucking people have you flagged? Like literally, because I did 13. It was stupid, but that's the number. All right.
And I mean, I'm not gonna get into.
Nah, but dude, that's the thing, man. You went at me for a long ass fucking time. All right, you went at me for a long ass time over my kid.
It doesn't matter if you yell about your.
Nah, all I'm pointing out, man, is like if you want me to have empathy over you having a daughter in a couple months.
I don't care about your empathy. I hope you die in a ditch.
I'm sure you fucking do hope I die, but the reality of it is we're here and I'm not dead.
I really don't care, Matt.
You do care. You obviously care because you bring it up a lot. And he quit. And he quit.
Oh, did he really leave?
He really.
And that's when Ralph leaves. By the way, that was mid-sentence. I really don't know if he genuinely, that seemed more like a technical failure. Maybe Pantsu Party did come in and pull the plug. Who knows?
He streamed for like a couple minutes afterwards, but like it sounded like he just wasn't really interested in coming back. So he's just like, probably not worth it, honestly.
That is awesome. Well, that was a stream I wanted to watch with everybody. The amazing Ralph. I'm definitely going to invest more time into this fucking lol cow.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. There's so much fucking shit with him. It's like, I was covering like his weird articles with Medicare, the day before. And then I took a break on Friday. I was going to go and do some IRL stuff. And I get home, and then like on Saturday morning, I'm gonna go to Gator's place and I'm gonna ruin his life. It's like, what the fuck? Holy shit.
Yeah, you can't leave this man alone for a single week. It's always something. Well, we'll see what happens now. All right, I'm gonna wrap the stream up, but tell my audience, I guess, where they can find you and your streams. Do you do it on YouTube?
Find me over on, I do it on YouTube. You can find me on youtube.com/FlamingoTV. probably not going to be like I was only covering some Ralph stuff, and then somebody DM'd me saying it's like, oh hey, this guy who does a podcast is looking into it. It's like, yeah, I'll come in and I'll talk to him for a little bit.
Okay, man. Well, I have you on Discord now too, so if I need any more lore, I'll humbly ask you for help.
Yeah, hit me up anytime, dude.
Okay, right, thanks for joining. Yeah.
Yeah,
bye.
Later.
That was fun. All right, everybody. I am gonna bounce as well. I'm gonna leave the VOD up for... yeah, there were some nasty words in there. I'll say an hour to give any of you guys who want to download it time to download it. So grab it if you like, mirror it wherever the fuck you want, do with it what you want like. I don't think I can leave it up on Twitch long term though. Sorry. I'm gonna try to download it too. But yeah, thanks for watching. We'll keep up with Ralph's life on the next episode, and we'll do, I know I promised the Charlie thing, but we'll do that next time. I don't have another hour in me. Sorry, I'm super hungry.